Samsada. The Nightmare Themage 28 Eyes. Sub now been in community for about 6 longer here Hasanabi to work. 3 months has passed. Yo. Baby, let's go. Hi chat, hi chat, hi chat, hi chat. Medium chungus. Bababooey, hi chat. 2 months. Hassle, hassle, hassle. Saw the Crowder video and it's pretty funny. Dankies, turkeys, blankies, himbies. Steven Crowder is proof that dogmatic people are uninvolved soggy sacks of shit. Daddy. Can I get some pledges for our girl Maya Wiley in the New York City mayoral primary? Reddish has pray. Hey chat, dab on her mum. Two months vlog. Pogo. Mod spam already? Pogo.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. We are live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one. It is Tuesday, June 22nd, 2021, 11:12 a.m. And I'm right on fucking time, baby. Let's go. I didn't think it was going to happen, but I am right on freaking time. Okay? And it's a wonderful day. I am incredibly excited. You can see that I'm elated. I look like I'm like shining like a beam of light. Now, of course, the reason why that is the case is because I I worked out with a trainer, and my God, dude.
Morning, chat.
My God. Worked out with a trainer for the first time in a long time this morning, and fucking Christ, I am... Whew. I got my ass beat, dude. I got my absolute ass beat, okay? Okay? It's crazy. We can see your postage package behind you and the address is revealed. No. No, that's crazy. Wait, guys. Hold on, guys. My P.O. box address is going to leak, which I have wanted to keep a secret. Oh no, it's in the chat now. Fossabot, what are you doing?
This MF always late.
Anyway,
As mullets.
I'm in a good ass mood because fucking I'm in a good ass mood because I got my ass beat basically, and it was really good.
Poggers pogu poggies pogu pog pog champ.
Oh shit, my fuck! I really got to pick up my phone when my agent calls. I just got a fat text message from my agent just now saying Vox wanted to interview you today about the Crowder H3 drama.
Cold feet Crowder.
Anyway, yeah, most importantly though, Amaranth's unbanned. And that actually is a cause for celebration. Anyway, as I was saying, I have gotten... Bro, you got a trainer? Give us advice on working out. Please don't worry, I will.
Thanks for
so first and foremost, let me just start off by saying that we didn't even do... Dude, we did not even do any, like, serious workouts. Like, it was like a 30-pound kettlebell. It was all stability exercises. And I'm just going to say it right here. I am
Happy Prime Days.
265 to like, I don't even know if I'm heavier than that now, but 265 pounds of just flubber, okay? That's all I am, which is like, I have a tremendous amount of strength with absolutely zero stability. And that is something you can only achieve if you very carefully deconstruct your body in the way that I did, almost like a Herculean effort to only do compound muscle exercises every single day so your muscles don't atrophy, while simultaneously sitting for 12 hours a day and never doing any cardiovascular activities and living an otherwise incredibly sedentary lifestyle, and basically just like never activating your core, completely shattering it. No core whatsoever. No core strength whatsoever. Like, I am so fucked up.
Lol Crowder.
Like, my entire body is like, it's like a medical phenomena. Because, like, I shouldn't have any muscle mass at all for how... I shouldn't have any muscle mass whatsoever for how little muscle I have with respect to, like, my lower traps, like all of the stabilizing muscles that normally would activate when you walk around or when you know, do regular activities, like if you climb or if you bike or if you do any number of things that you would normally do as a normal human being. There are parts of your body that hold the muscle mass together, okay? There are parts of your body that hold the muscle, and they're muscles as well, but they're like tinier muscles or parts of your like otherwise more focused on areas that normally you automatically just focus on. So...
7 months.
So it is truly a feat So I basically just did, yeah, the anterior pelvic tilt is an example. You are correct. I think you are correct. It sounds like exactly what you're talking about. Like the dick V's. Like this is an incredibly important, it's an incredibly important part that like literally stabilizes your core, that helps you do exercises appropriately without hurting yourself. The cum gutters, is that what it? Well, not dick V, but like right on top of the dick V. It's just like, my dude literally was like, here's what I want you to do. He's like, I want you to stand up straight. Because I told him, like, he's like, what's up? He's like, what's the problem? I have a friend who's like super jacked, who got like incredibly jacked over the course of COVID. I was like, what the fuck did you do? He's like, I have a trainer, I'll hook you up with him. So he's like, what's the problem? Well, I started off, I was like, listen, I have neck pains, and he's like, of course, because you're constantly sitting. I have a lot of neck pain, a lot of upper back pain. Usually I have lower back pain anytime I do like leg exercises, because like everything shuts down basically. And then my lower back is overcompensating for my lack of strength in any other part of my muscles that are super tight. I have like all these issues, you know. No, it's not Christian. Cap got jacked during COVID too. No, this is Kyle.
Pog just in time to watch Crowder.
Anyway, so he's like, okay, you're like very strong, but you have no stability. Like you have nothing in areas where there's supposed to be like at least some muscle to like hold it together.
One month off till a whole year of subscribing to you, Ajan. Thanks for the good times.
Dude, I have so much to tell you guys. So much happened. So yeah, I did all that. I worked out. I just basically did like, it's just like yoga shit. I don't even know how to explain it. We did like cat cows or something, where you just like stand on all fours and then you start moving your legs in. I did like thread the needle, which I usually do, like mobility exercises for my upper back and my lower back. I did leg exercises. My legs are, yeah, it's just like body weight shit that I had an incredibly hard time doing. And then I tried doing this thing. I'm a glass cannon, 100%. I'm the opposite. I only do long distance biking and sitting on my desk, but I had the same exact problems. I mean, sitting at your desk is bad. Literally doing boomer exercises, except, you know, these are things that you take for granted when you're younger, because, you know, you're active regardless. But yeah, you gotta fucking, there's no such thing. Like saying these are boomer exercises and like devaluing them is so stupid, because it's like, yeah, it's just the area that I'm weak on. Like I have to fucking work on it. So I would never put someone down.
What does this button do?
Or it's basically no different than being like, oh, did you have a leg injury? So now you have to like do PT exercises on your leg. Oh, you fucking idiot. You know? So yeah, if anyone ever tries to put you down for working out, tell them like, yeah, fuck you, dude. You're being an asshole. I'm young and have similar issues. It can be very demotivating. Don't worry about it, brother. It's just, you just got to keep your head down. Don't even expect results. Just keep doing it.
Yup.
That's the best exercise you can fucking, or that's the best advice I can give you about working out, is like, just keep doing it.
Eight months poggers.
Anyone who makes fun of support work hasn't lifted seriously enough to need it. Yeah, anyone who makes fun of support work also is exactly the type of dude who works out, starts realizing gains in like the first 3 months, and he's like, oh my god, I'm getting gains, this is sick, and then fucking hits a peak where they literally end up overexerting the muscle group that they were working out because of these support muscles not being there for them as backup, and then they fucking hurt themselves, and then they have to sit around for 1 month and then get back into it, and then only to injure themselves once again if they don't fucking correct their mistakes.
Love you, Hassan.
Stabilization is incredibly important. It's very boring for the most part, but it was good. It was good to, it just fucking felt great because I just feel very tired, and I haven't felt like that good tired in a long time because I work out like a sloth. When I go to the gym, like that's why Will makes fun of me. I go to the gym and I just do compound muscle exercises, which are very difficult to do. Don't get me wrong. I mean, these are exercises like bench press, squatting, and deadlifting are exercises that most gym members don't even fucking focus on for the most part, because like it doesn't hit your what is it called, the glory muscles, like your bis and tris and shit like that. So most people don't do compound lifts anyway, but I just like literally lay around, do compound lifts, and then fucking not anything else. Glamour muscles, not glory muscles.
Damn son, what do you want?
Yeah, and they're useless. Like I haven't hit a fucking single bicep or tricep exercise in years, and I probably have stronger biceps than most people in this chat, and that's because compound muscle exercises handle all of that. Everyone does compound lifts. What the fuck? Have you been to the gym?
Pog.
Maybe the gym I go to, even though the gym I go to, a lot of people do compound exercises too. Better compound than only isolation? Exactly. 100%. So, anyway. Yes, compound exercises are the most important. But compound without stabilizers is not great either, as I've come to find out, because your body tends to cheat always. Anyway, the reason why I'm, of course, telling you about all this like workout bro stuff, which is very healthy, and you guys should get into it, is because, you know, I gotta fucking defeat Rice Gum in the marketplace of basketball. Yeah, we gotta make that happen. There was a LSF post about it, and fucking everyone was shitting on me, saying Rice Gum's gonna destroy Hassan. He's so dog shit. He's so bad at basketball. It's like, yeah, Rice Gum is very good at basketball. I literally admitted this as soon as I saw a video of his. I admitted it. Ultimately, it still doesn't matter because I'm so much bigger than him. So on a one-on-one, it's like he's gonna have to fucking sink like as many threes as possible and try to sneak in as many fucking as many threes as possible. Anyway, so he can out hustle you. I mean, it just depends on how much juice he has in the tank. If he has like decent endurance, he can exert me. He can definitely get me tired and then just keep fucking nailing threes over and over again. But the moment I get the ball is like I'm posting. I'm literally just constantly just driving him down. He's way too fucking frail.
1 year, has he keep up the good work? 3.
Anyway, but we'll see. I can't lose to him, dude. That would be so embarrassing. Don't watch a lot of basketball, huh?
9 months, hell yeah, chat.
I don't know why chatters do this thing where it's like, listen, with video games, it might be your like area of expertise in your mind, but like when it comes to basketball, yeah, no, I'm decent enough. I was very good at some point. Not as great anymore, but who cares? I'm still fucking giant.
Why does no one point out that Steven Crowder
Also,
literally
Ricegum is
acted
actually
like a
good at
kindergarten
basketball.
bully?
Like I've seen it. Like I saw videos, and he's actually good. So, like it is one area that he's actually good in. Anyway, okay.
Hassan, I haven't gotten laid since you did RP streams.
Shut up, bitches. I could dunk,
don't know if
okay?
there's a true
I can't
correlation
anymore,
here,
but
you
I
have to
could
go back.
at some point.
Please.
Fuck you guys. It was my dream, and I achieved it, and then I quit. I'm kind of rooting against you now, LMAO. I know. Anyway. Rice Gum compilation. Okay, we'll look at this in a little bit. So that's enough personal news. A lot of articles have been written about fucking Steven Crowder running away from a debate ambushed by Sam Cedar. Obviously, we're going to talk about that. There's a lot going on. You know, there's a lot going on in that arena. Obviously, the marketplace of ideas was live and alive last night. So that's definitely something that we are going to look at.
Crap, 6 months already.
Steven Crowder this morning, I think, like released a video with like maximum copium, so we're gonna take a look at that. There's a new Karen movie out, which is so absolute dog shit. Like it's so bad, or it's coming out, that I will make fun of as well.
2 months, let's go.
The Senate is bringing up a vote to debate voting rights, and Republicans are going to block it. I fucking hate Senate Republicans, dude. They're too cowardly to even debate voting rights. I hope the Dems can do something about all this. Yeah, no, they're not. Especially when Kirsten Sinema is like literally talking about how, in an instance where we're talking about like protecting voter rights at the federal level, at a time when like Republicans are actively harming the process as aggressively, like more aggressively than they ever have, at a time when you know, there's like cases that are going all the way up to the Supreme Court from Arizona about voting restrictions that disproportionately target and harm minorities with respect to their opportunities to vote. At a time when all of that's happening, Kirsten Sinema is talking about the protection of the filibuster for her own personal branding project. I fucking hate her so much, dude. She's such a dog shit human being. Barely a fucking human. Filth. Same with Joe Manchin, obviously. So we'll get to all of that. Crowder video is timestamped. Okay, Themasius, let's go. Anyway, we'll get started on all that stuff here. Let me just tweet out that I'm live to the Normans. Okay, 30 minutes of personal news time. Please do not fucking, you know, add me on to add this part as too much of an infraction on the spreadsheets, and we'll get started. Okay, daycare is open.
Pogo.
Talking about Steven Crowder's Copium tour. A new movie about Karen, which will be awful, by the way. God damn, I watched it already. I pre-watched it, boys. That shit is awful.
Keep it up. Hassle.
Voting rights not passing, and so much more. Get in now. www.twitch.tv/Hasanabi. If I had your birth time, I could tell you how to have an edge on a basketball game. LMAO, not even kidding. What? The Karen movie is so whack. Should we get started on Crowder, or should we just start with that one? It's so bad, dude.
Morva just got him a 30
like,
14 months.
Hollywood,
photo.
stop overcorrecting challenge, okay? Like, what is this? Like, this is so bad. They were just like, it unironically feels like, you know, people in Hollywood were just like, what do black people like? Let's do that thing that went viral. Karen, okay, we'll talk about Crowder first. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I mean, I don't know who the fuck made this movie, but it's so bad. It's just so bad. Okay, we'll do Crowder first. Goddamn. Here, this is Rice Gum basketball.
Shout out to you and 100 gex.
He's got a good. He actually has a good step back, and he can shoot threes too. His handling is all right. I don't see a lot of explosive movement from him. I don't know if that's because like his opponent is around the same size. But I don't really see a lot of like, I don't see a lot of like fucking explosive movement. No, like, you know, hitting fucking corners and then driving in. Like, so if he can't threaten me with like, if the only threat he has on me is that his jumper, which is bad because that is my weakness because I'm a lazy defender.
10 months poke.
He is remarkably slow for his size. So that's a good thing. He's actually very slow for his size, which is good. It seems very slow for his size, but he might also be a lazy player like I am. I'm a super lazy player. I play like Donald Trump. I play to my advantages, okay? I know that I'm strong. I'm not going to put a lot of effort in defense on like someone who, whenever I fucking defend someone, they're going to be so much faster than me. So I'm not going to put a lot of effort on defense so I can be explosive on offense because I have very finite energy, right? So much like Donald Trump, I like to conserve my energy. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Have you watched yourself play? Yeah, of course.
I am down giga bad.
What? I think I'm being pretty fucking fair on the way I play. I'm slow. I'm just very powerful, and that's it. So I don't put a lot of effort on defense. I could, especially on like especially on someone who is like a shooter. I could get up in their face, but if I do that, then I run into the especially if they're quick, especially if they're very quick. If I get up in someone's face because they're a good shooter, they might immediately cross me and go in and get a layup, like, and that's not good. But won't his threes defeat your 2-pointers? Well, the difference is like when I get the ball, all I need is like 1 rebound, and then I just fucking lock him down in the paint, and that's it.
Hypertension gang rise up.
But I am not saying that Rice Gum is someone you should take lightly, because like a lot of people suck. Like a lot of people think they're good at basketball, but they actually suck. But you can see, like, even from the way he has like he has decent handles. Is he a lefty? He has a good shot. He does have a good shooter. He's a good shooter. Why are you so confident? Because I'm 265 pounds, brother. What the fuck do you mean?
What game are you going to play after Ratchet and Clank?
Rice Gum 2020 basketball mixtape. God, I mean, these are like 12-year-old kids. My mom tried to give me the tea that protects. Okay. Let's get to fucking Crowder for a second. All right, we'll do Crowder right now instead of. I get gas super quick.
$11. Thanks.
You have no post game though. Your size is irrelevant. That's only because you only see me fucking play lazy. Have you seen this subreddit co-op last night? No, I haven't. All right, let's get started.
This is something I'm looking forward to. You might remember.
So, Stephen Coward, as you all already know, because we already watched it last night with like 60,000 people in here, was slated to talk to friend of the show, Ethan Klein, because he had made fun of Ethan Klein and said, you know, oh, you're so stupid. I can't believe you would say, just trust the CDC, bro. I, on the other hand, am big-brained and trust Facebook threads instead. Right? Because that's the appropriate smart person thing to do, is trust Facebook threads from your anti-vaxxer aunt, who also happens to sell Herbalife, like over, you know, scientific consensus and countless hours of thinking
for 8 months.
and studies and empirical evidence that goes into figuring out epidemiology and like the best course of action with respect to stopping the spread of a deadly virus.
After a couple weeks off, I'm glad to be back, chat.
So that was like the original thing. Like Steven Crowder kept saying, like, that's my favorite clip. That's my favorite clip. And it was very stupid. And Ethan was like, I'm not a good debater, so I'm just gonna fucking bring a champion instead, in my stead. Let's take a look at what he had to say, though, after he spent 15 minutes crying yesterday when he saw Sam Cedar come on the show.
That you know, there was a little spat with, you guys remember, with H3 Ethan Klein a while back.
Oh, yes. A little bit.
And he's a YouTube creator, okay? And he made the comment, I think we've had it on our soundboard, that you should do exactly what the CDC tells you, this government agency. You don't even have to think about it.
You don't have to think about it, dude.
Right. And so, again, the point there was criticizing the idea. I think that's really bad. Yes, that's really bad.
So the reason why this is already like an idiotic fucking take from this idiot Steven Crowder is because, like, what Ethan Klein here is stating is completely correct. Like, if you're too fucking stupid to recognize, that, like, you know, COVID is devastating and mask wearing is good, then, like, you know, there's other people that do this for you. And luckily, you personally don't have to fucking do your own research. He released the unedited clip, clearly missing him making fun of Tourette's. Oh, his unedited clip didn't feature him making fun of Ethan's Tourette's. That's crazy.
Yeah, had to tell an audience of young, impressionable youth that they shouldn't do their own due diligence.
Right.
That they shouldn't actually try and aggregate information.
Incredible way of framing this argument, by the way. Like, oh, he's telling young, impressionable teens not to do their due diligence. Dog, your due diligence for young, impressionable teens is to not listen to the fucking scientists. So, yeah. Actually, if that's your fucking argument, then no, I literally agree with Ethan Klein's position that, like, no, you shouldn't do your own research, brother, at truthteller.eaglefuck.net, where you learn about how, you know, COVID shedding is happening or as a consequence of the vaccines.
Information and come to an informed, rational decision.
Well, of course, you can, as long as you can back up what you're saying.
Right, yes, as long as you can back up what you're saying. So there were some videos kind of going back and forth, and you guys know I really don't like...
Like, the CDC doesn't do due diligence, but, like, you know, young Hank is going to be fucking doing his due diligence on Facebook. Like, all of these fucking people that have spent their entire lives, that have dedicated their entire lives to figuring out, like, you know, how viral spread happens and how to stop it, how to mitigate it. Like, you know, fuck those guys. They're not doing their due diligence. Steven Crowder, on the other hand, is doing his due diligence by dunking on college freshmen. Remember his Change My Mind video in the beginning of COVID, talking about how, like, COVID numbers were inflated? What happened? Why did we move on from that point of view, Steven Crowder? You got millions and millions of clicks on that shit back in the day. Literally at the apex of the pandemic, this fucking piece of shit was running around saying, you know, oh, COVID is not that big of a deal. All the numbers are fake. The doctors are lying to you about the numbers. Like, as though there was a scientific community-wide conspiracy to, like, beef up COVID deaths so that, you know, people could stay indoors. It makes me so mad that this fucking lactating dipshit gets to act all high and mighty, act like he's this like big burly man who's got gun holsters on his fucking arms, and he was too afraid to like have a conversation with like a 50-year-old Jewish man from New York. Only because he did the research. He knew that he had the fucking knowledge. Okay? Oh my God, dude. Imagine being so fucking terrified of Sam Cedar. God damn, dude. No, I'm not talking about Ethan. I'm talking about Sam Cedar.
Doing the YouTube drama, the pissing contest. But from what I understand, he released a portion of this clip yesterday, but not everything.
Oh.
Of course.
Interestingly, Ethan Klein then, and afterward, when I said on air that I would love to have a conversation with him, reached out to me to debate.
Okay.
He reached out to me directly on Twitter. But first, let me kind of set some context here, too. Because there are some ill-conceived notions. You know, change my mind is very different from a debate. Okay, we've done many change my minds, but I've also done a lot of debates, not even including what I had to do on.
Oh no! Oh no! He's saying like, I'm not debating these college freshmen. I simply am trying to get them to change my mind, like the word implies. Okay, does anybody think that? Does literally anyone believe that? Like, if you are a Steven Crowder fan, that's an L. Like, you're already a fucking sexless loser, pathetic nerd, okay? And the worst kind of nerd. Like, we here are sexless nerds for video games, right? Like, we like to play video games. We like to watch Twitch streams. Like, you are a pathetic, sexless nerd for the worst kind of political comedy. Like, just not good. Just objectively bad. It is the most pathetic way to be a weeb of anything.
Hello, Mr.
Okay?
Archon.
So that's already an L. And then also on top of that, if you are to unironically be like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't watch those compilations because it's like epic libtards owned compilations, but instead because it's fucking, you know, I just want to see if someone can change Steven Crowder's mind. Like, that's wild. That's actually fucking wild that this dude could get away with this, and his audience will like unironically agree with him.
Hassle.
The only thing more unexpected would have been a Spanish Inquisition. When I was a kid, I found cicadas. I never thought, let's eat one. I hope Crowder's pregnant wife is okay after her medical emergency. Like, everyone is talking about how like Ethan backed on his word or some shit. Like, and he was able to reframe the conversation away from how he was a sniveling, pathetic coward who was hysterical and crying at the mere sight of Sam Cedar. Okay? At the mere sight of Sam Cedar. Like, even if that's the case, even if like, oh yeah, I can't believe how much fucking Crowder TikTok, lol. What is this?
Change my mind. If Steven Crowder is so opposed to communism, why did he just get publicly owned by Sam Cedar?
This is such a
Change my mind.
At this point, it's like literally the most like basic fucking joke at this point. Everyone does this joke. Ethan did back out on his word though. Call a spade a spade. Like, what is this? I don't understand this. Like, what word, dog? What word? Like,
welcome to hell, welcome to hell, welcome
what
to
word?
Hell, welcome to hell, welcome to
like
hell.
he
welcome
literally
to hell, welcome
openly
to hell.
states he's not a fucking debater. They're so, dude, like debate nerds are so fucking pathetic, dude. You are literally the biggest loser on the internet, dude. You are literally the biggest fucking loser on the internet. Like, furries and weebs do not want to associate with you because you're like, you're so hyper rational, but also at the same time, like, you are some of the most irrational people. Like, rob everything of its context and it will make sense to you, right? Like, please just take a fucking breather, okay? Like, take a breather and think about this from the point of view of like who Steven Crowder is, who Ethan Klein is, what Steven Crowder does.
Cinema
okay?
is girl boss.
Like, I despise debate bro culture. I do. Hassan hates his fan base. No, I actively yell at my fan base who wants to fucking engage in rowdy bouts in the intellectual marketplace of ideas like all the fucking time. I literally just quarantined and nuked half of my Discord for this very reason, because it is super fucking toxic. Debate only IRL smurfing, scared of Tim Pool, says you. I would love to debate Tim Pool, you know, as long as I'm not having to fucking fly out in the middle of the pandemic to stay in a Holiday Inn and then go and like debate him in his studio and then take back whatever the fuck kind of diseases I got in the middle of the pandemic before vaccines were out, and bring it back to my mom who's living with me. Anyway, the irony is like people keep saying, you went to Texas? Yeah, now I went to Texas, you fucking idiot. Yeah, I went to Texas to see my friends. I also went to Miami with my friends. Guess what? Now I can do that when I want to for fun stuff. Okay? Because we're all vaccinated. My mom is vaccinated. I'm vaccinated. There is 70%, nearly 70% of adults in the United States of America have at least gotten their first fucking dose, which is like at least 65% effective. Okay? Yeah, so saying now, it's like saying, dude, I can't believe you wouldn't go in the middle of COVID to debate Tim Pool in his fucking podcast studio when you traveled before COVID. Yeah, I did. I did travel. I have traveled before, and I will do it again. But this is what I mean. This is exactly what I hate about debate bro culture, which is that, like, you know, the hyper rational, debate bros on the internet like to try to actively rationalize logical fallacies. And the more you can do it, the better you are as a debate bro. It's called rhetoric, okay? Like, the more I can rob shit of its context to make it seem like your position is indefensible, the better.
This movie was directed by James Parr.
It's like, dude, I literally said, let's do it over Zoom. And he said, I can't do that. And motherfuckers will still be like, dude, I can't believe you wouldn't debate Tim Pool. Like, it's so stupid.
Fox News and CNN and HLN when I worked there for years. I changed my mind. The whole goal to a change my mind, for example, is an anti-debate where people aren't just trying to score.
That's so fucking stupid. Everybody knows what he's doing. Everybody watches it for that same reason. He literally sits there and blurts out talking points at unsuspecting college freshmen. That's it. It's not a fucking anti-debate. It's just like you literally purposely setting it up in a way to fucking dunk on people with talking points that you have previously memorized. The thing I don't understand is, why didn't he do this with Sam Cedar? Like, what do I always tell you guys? Debate one conservative, you've debated all conservatives, okay? Like, every conservative, back when I used to debate, and I fucking hate it, but back when I used to do these sorts of debates, like, conservatives would come onto my show, and I would have a conversation with them. And then every conservative in the chat would be like, oh, that was a really stupid conservative. You know, wait till you get a really smart conservative. And then that guy would come in, and then that guy would look like a fucking idiot. And then everyone else would, like, continue the cycle of, like, oh, well, wait till you debate a really smart conservative now. Like,
9 months,
no, maybe after a certain point, you got to recognize, like, no, dog, like, most of these people think that they're going to be really good, and they're not actually good. And that includes, like, some of the intellectual giants of the right that I have debated in a televised setting, whether it be Ann Coulter or Larry Elder or Giancarlo, I think that's, was that his name? Like, or Gianno Caldwell, from the south side of Chicago, as he says all the time. Like, and Charlie Kirk numerous times. So, like, Michael Knowles, like, I've debated a bunch of these fucking guys. JLP.
Winning B-ball FR.
Okay, none of those people are intellectual giants, but, like, who's an intellectual giant then? That's the point. No one is a fucking intellectual giant. I am not an intellectual giant. I'm a fucking idiot, dude. I'm literally a dumb himbo with, like, a little bit of common sense. So ultimately they all get their talking points from the same place, and they ultimately get their talking points from the same place, and they all blurt out the same exact talking points, and it's so silly. Like, the only difference here is Steven Crowder's rhetoric was not going to change. Steven Crowder's rhetoric was not going to change with Sam Cedar versus Ethan Klein. The only thing that was going to change is that, like, Sam Cedar knows what the talking points are and knows what the clever retorts are, and would have been quicker than Ethan Klein, who could have, and he admits this, gotten duped. And the reason why a lot of conservatives are coping right now is because they wanted an easy W, which fucking Ethan Klein admits. He's like, you literally said this is a layup for you. And I wanted to make sure that this wasn't a layup. And it was actually a good fucking argument. You know what I mean? A solid back and forth. So why can't you match someone intellectually? Okay? And like, you're only looking for easy dubs. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing that he thought, like a little kid, that he was going to get like a quick fucking dub, make himself look good to his audience, make himself look good to Ethan's audience too, to be like, look at me. I am, you know, an intellectual giant. Like, I'm just going to fucking yell Heritage Foundation talking points at Ethan Klein until he like backs down. You know what I mean? A person who admittedly is like, I'm not the best debater. I'm not the most political person. I'm just like learning this stuff. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted it to be a change my mind video with Ethan Klein.
Keep the content going. I've loved my last 3 months here.
And when that didn't happen, when he no longer had that kind of control over the conversation, he fell apart, as we saw. We watched him fall apart. Like, his voice was fucking shaking, okay? He was such a fucking coward. And I thought all these conservatives love rowdy debates. I thought you all love blood sports. Why aren't you more upset that, like, Steve Crowder couldn't body Sam Cedar? Who is Sam Cedar? He only has 1 million subs. He's nothing, right? I mean, this is Steven Crowder we're talking about. He is one of the most famous conservative commentators out there. How couldn't he just fucking absolutely dumpster and destroy Sam Cedar in the marketplace of ideas? Like, if I was a fucking conservative, I'd be so mad that, like, my champion couldn't even go up against, like, this random Who Omega Lol leftist commentator. You know? That's crazy.
More like dumber.
So that's, like, the weirdest part to me, is that, like, conservatives give the game away, right? When they say, oh, he should have done a debate with Ethan Klein. It's like, oh, so you're basically admitting, like, you want Steven Crowder to debate someone who personally admits he's not very good at debating, okay? And he's not very good at, like, you know, he's not, like, the most politically adept person. And you got mad because he was put up to task and had to debate someone who knows what the fuck they're talking about. That's crazy.
Score points where people aren't in a quadrant view where they each have 3 minutes.
It's almost like you say this every single Change My
Mind.
Mind.
Well, the whole thing is, the point of the Change My Mind was I used to sit down, we'd have these great conversations.
Yeah, dude, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea is also democratic because, you know, they say it every day. That's so great. Good take. Like, just because you sell, that's called marketing, motherfucker. You criticize it all goddamn day. Whenever, like, Walmart is like, hey, we're going to sell pride-related merchandise, you lose your fucking mind over it. It's literally marketing. You're marketing your debate as a format for unsuspecting individuals to think like you're trying to have a great conversation when all you do is literally blurt out talking points, do the conservative dialogue tree.
Right. At the gym, or I'd have them, you know, at a restaurant, or we'd have them in the studio. And I thought, why can't this go on air?
Yeah.
And so that's what Changed My Mind became. And that being said, at Changed My Minds, we've also had professors sit down, which very admirable because most of them refuse to. It's basically Changed My Mind is the ones that we do on campus, because about 50% of them are actually not on campus. It's just anywhere in a city where we can get a permit. It's supposed to be done in classrooms.
Right.
That's the point. Yeah. But it's not taking place. So, because we've talked about it, radical one-sidedness at college. Okay. Now, on the flip side of that, I've done many debates, right, throughout my career. I think we have some thumbnails here so you guys can kind of see. You have mayors, you have actors, you have comedians, you have columnists for the New York Times, you have scientists,
Feminists.
you have feminists, you have CNN hosts. Lacey Green is in there. And then, of course, I've also even done these debates, ironically, devil's advocate, where I've argued from the point of the left against people like Ben Shapiro, against people like Jordan Peterson, Tim Pool, John Stossel. That was fun. He's a little prickly.
Yeah, he's a little prickly.
I see.
The greatest self-own, H3H3 wrecks himself. Wrecked himself.
Still a coward.
Brags
12
about it.
months
Dude, this is mega copium,
What
dude.
you're
It's
trying to
great.
do here with your little character. Give me a break.
Stand to the question, Jim.
So I just wanted to set this so you understand kind of where we've been with this show for a while. And when Ethan Klein reached out to me to have a debate on Twitter, I think we have the screenshots here, right? Yeah, we have the screenshots where he reached out to me and said that he wanted to do a debate, just him and I. Yeah. I said, okay. He said, what will it be? I agreed to the terms of the debate. I said, look, we'll talk about the COVID issue because CDC, that was the initial topic of discussion. We can talk about big tech because now he supports big tech censorship. Then there were some emails. I don't know if you had the emails there. There were some emails that, again, went back and forth. Where
Wait, why is he acting like he didn't fucking call out Ethan Klein